Good morning and welcome to KX on the Go. I'm Tyler Flipson. We're now finding out more about a high-speed pursuit that closed a busy stretch of highway last Friday night in Bismarck. Police in Bismarck say just before 6 p.m. on Friday, they were called to a pharmacy along Calgary Avenue for a report of an armed robbery. An officer talked with a manager who says a man showed up and pounded on the window, then went inside yelling and asking where to find pain medication. The manager says the man was later identified as Matthew Brunn, lunged at one worker with a knife. She was able to get away, but investigators say it appears that Brunn stole a bottle of hydrocodone and drove off in a stolen pickup. Police then called in help from the Burleigh County Sheriff's deputies and the North Dakota Highway Patrol. Deputies and troopers used spike strips on the pickup. They then surrounded the pickup and blocked traffic on the Grant Marsh Bridge while they tried to get Brunn to give himself up. Brunn was arrested after a 2-hour standoff. He was in Burleigh County Court Tuesday afternoon, charged with 6 felony counts, including robbery with a dangerous weapon, theft, and criminal mischief. A judge set his bond at $100,000. We're also finding out more about an explosion that happened in Mandan earlier this month. Mandan firefighters finished their investigation into the fuel tank explosion that happened on January 10th at Gray Oil. This video you're seeing is courtesy of the Mandan Fire Department, showing the moment the explosion happened. Investigators say the explosion was accidental and happened while some high-temperature work was happening near one of the tanks within a 9-tank system. The event was isolated to a single tank. Firefighters say 6 buildings were damaged in the explosion. It doesn't appear that anyone was hurt in the incident. And we still have snow on the ground, but hunters in North Dakota can now put in for a chance to hunt turkeys in the spring. On Tuesday, the North Dakota Game and Fish Department opened applications for the upcoming spring turkey season. This year, the Game and Fish Department is issuing 8,500 tags to hunters. In the spring season, hunters are only allowed to shoot a male turkey, including a tom or a jake. This year's season opened on April 11th and is open through May 17th. Hunters can now apply online through February 11th. Hunters who don't draw a tag will earn a bonus point. All right, good morning, Andre.
And good morning to you too, Tyler. And it looks like here in the great city of Watford City, we're still seeing those hazardous conditions this morning with that blowing snow around here. And guess what? Our current temperature right now is at 19 degrees and with the winds out of the north-northwest at 30 miles per hour. That's making our wind chill be at 1 degree and our visibility is at 0 miles right now. So please pay attention when traveling this morning. And as well as we get into Williston, we are also seeing a little bit of that blowing snow this morning with a temperature of 14 degrees and the winds out of the north-northwest at 28 miles per hour and a visibility of 1 mile. Now let's head over into our current storm team radar where we're continuing to watch that blowing snow across our viewing area, especially just into our south central counties, including here in the capital city where we've been seeing a little bit of that snow action. Let's dive in a little deeper, shall we, where places like Glen Olin, near the Elgin area, we are seeing some of that snowfall near Flasher, and again here in the capital city we're seeing some of that snowfall ongoing, and even in Saline we are seeing some of that snowfall, and this activity is going to continue to move its way towards the south and east over time. Now as we head over into our visibility right now, folks, we are seeing the low visibilities in our western tier counties, especially including there in the Hettinger area at 0.5 miles, Dickinson at 1 mile, and here in Stanley at 3 miles, and even around Bottineau and Rolla we are seeing those really low visibilities. So again, be on the safe side this morning. And our roadways this morning, we are seeing some of that snow covered roadways in a good deal of our state right now, and even some road closures or do not travel advisory starting to pop up here in our western area, so we're going to be watching that very closely. And our current temperatures right now are mainly in the teens and 20s, so it is a relatively chilly start to our day. But here's the thing, this is how as warm as we're going to get throughout the day today. Wind chills brought to you by Absolute Comfort Plumbing and Heating. We're seeing those values in the teens, in single digits, and single digits below 0. And we're going to be watching this graphic a lot over the next few days. I'm about to show you why. And our wind directions right now is out of the north and west, about 20 to 40 miles per hour this morning, folks. So this is quite some wind around here. And our wind gusts are really high in our southwestern counties, about around 30 to 60 miles per hour. And we saw some wind gusts early on on this morning around 62 miles per hour. So it is quite some strong stuff due to our Clipper system continuing to move on through. And we will see that with our winter weather advisories and wind advisories through this afternoon and early evening. So please be on the lookout when traveling throughout the day today. And we're going to continue to see that snowfall move on throughout the day today. And blowing snow will be quite a likelihood here throughout the day on Wednesday. And that's going to continue into Wednesday afternoon. Now we are going to continue to see our wind gusts of around about 30 to 50 miles per hour throughout our Wednesday, and then calming down to around 10 to 30 miles per hour for our Thursday. And then once we get into Thursday night into Friday, that's really once things will start calming on down. And our temperatures throughout the rest of the day today will drop down from the teens and 20s early on into the single digits and teens as we head into our afternoon hours. So we're going to be going backwards as far as temperatures are concerned, and we will continue to see our area of high pressure build on in, giving us that northerly flow, bringing us that cold air around here, and thus bringing us very brutally cold temperatures with that extreme cold watch in effect Thursday all the way into our Sunday. And this is where we can see wind chills as low as 60 degrees below zero. So that's something where we're going to be watching very closely. Overnight tonight, temperatures will drop down into the single digits and teens below zero. So it's going to be quite a cold night. And then Thursday, temperatures will be in the single digits below zero, and teens below zero in our northern tier counties. And looking here in Williston, we will see those temperatures plummet down into the teens below zero for our highs for our Friday, with 30s below zero possibly on Thursday night. So that's something to keep in mind here. So make sure you wear multiple layers and also have these covered, because hypothermia and also that frostbite is quite real. And that same thing goes here in Dickinson too, and we will see a resurgence in temperatures as we head into the weekend. Now looking here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing teens today, teens below zero for our Thursday and Friday, and then we'll see resurgence in temperatures as we head into the weekend and into early next week. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So Tyler, buckle up. Winter is in full force.
It's so here, Andre. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching KX on the Go. I'm Tyler Flipson. Let's have a day, folks.